just cut the shape of this one. These are we call it the regular size. I'm Carla Morgan. What we sell is a product called the N Viro Potter. And it's a seedling pot maker and a paper pot maker for various uses. You roll it around the roller, and then you twist the bottom and push it up and pull it out and flip it over. My neighbor invented the idea because she decided that she was going to start gardening, and she had some peat pots, some plastic pots, and more seeds. She ran out of pots, and she's an inventive type of person, so she invented something to make more pots. And what she invented makes as many pots as you could ever want, the unlimited number, and it's all you need.
That was quite a while ago.
It was. That was in 1998, and she made 3 prototypes. She gave one to me and one to another friend, and then the next day she phoned us and told us, hide it. I'm going to patent it. It's a really good idea. And so then she went ahead and got it all the way to the point that it could be patented.
Are there similar products on the market?
Yes, there are.
And what makes yours different?
Ours works really well. That's because Rondlin was so smart. And what she patented were the directions, because anybody can make a tube with a hole in it. That's not patented. But the way of making these N Viro Potters makes a little pot that's so strong it can keep a plant intact until you're ready to put it in the earth. And then it's totally biodegradable if you're using newspaper. It's fast. I can do them in my sleep, I'm sure. And at that point, she realized she was living it, she was dreaming it, so many ideas, and she had a family. And she decided she had to choose her family or all of these ideas about the potter. So she put it on the shelf, and that's one seedling pot. If you want it thicker, for instance, if you're going to use it for those French fries, just use more rolls of paper more and do the same thing. And my son came from Calgary, and he said, I really want to run a business, but I have no ideas. And she said, well, I have an idea if you'd like to try it. And at that point, there were young entrepreneur programs available, and he was 19, I think. And so he went ahead and got them produced and got the company started. He got some interest. He got Vessi Seeds interested in carrying the product in their catalog, and a company in the States called Territorial Seeds. And, it went off with lots of fanfare in the beginning, and it did sell.
My name is Tom Hahn. I'm owner of Project Gabriel, Inc. I met Carla in a hockey game when our sons were quite young, and we were talking about this N Viro Potter thing, and I was, like what I do in my business, look for ways to automate or to make something affordable to build, or possible to build in some cases. So it led to some discussions and some partnership, and that big blue machine downstairs was brought up from Texas quite a few years ago, called a turret lathe. And this particular one used to make Buick parts in the 50s in Texas. Basically this is the place where the product is made, and then they would be packaged and shipped from here. There's been a couple of false starts, and it's good to see that it's getting some legs now. I'd certainly like to see the manufacturing outstrip, the capabilities of this building, creating some volume for the manufacturing, because that's really what needs to happen in order to make the company profitable. Is that so far very few of the product that have been made and sold over the last 8 years, they've been made by hand. They haven't been made on this machine. So this machine is just being commissioned now to manage the volume. So, like Carla said, there's phases, ebbs and flows to the business, and it just seems like everything was coming together now for this product.
What has it been like for you going through these many versions of the company?
Some of my original motivation was this was my friend's baby. I wanted to cradle it. That was the original motivation. And then next motivation was business. I would love to see the product across first Canada. I say North America. It does have uses other than for seedling pots. For seedling pots, it's a product for a colder climate. It's certainly useful in a classroom. Kids, from the time I created it, every class received an N Viro Potter. At the end of the year, every class I taught.
Why is it important to you that you're using P.E.I. wood now, that everything's made on P.E.I.?
Well, I wanted to make a P.E.I. product. I don't know if it will always be P.E.I. wood, but the fact, to have the wood grown on the island, kilned in Montague, the actual potters made here in Dundas, the artwork created on the island, and the original idea from the island. We happened to find out that one of the other products that says it's Canadian-made is no longer made in Canada. Ours is not just made in Canada. They're made here on the island.